Hi Aquarius, my name is Crystal with Salt City Tarot, and I'm going to be reading your cards for November 2022. I don't even have my microphone on. Okay, so the energy around your guys' reading before I even start out is a little bit chaotic from the start. So I feel like there's like a lot of like nuances, or like things that just like come up that are just like not ideal, essentially. And it just kind of feels a little chaotic in a way. And then my dog's just sleeping over there. But yeah, so that was like the initial feeling that I got. And then okay. I'm also hearing the words just in case. I don't know what that means. And then also Justin. So like, kind of random. Hang on just a second. Also, I'm going to drink because it's my birthday and I would choose to do that. So I'm having a little bit of like flavored beer, whatever the fuck. It's a Schulfer or whatever. I don't know. It's this guy. It's a Hefeweizen, whatever. But I'm reading cards and it's my birthday, so I'm gonna do what I want to do. But I'm just feeling like a little bit of a chaotic energy. There's like something going on with like this whole just in case thing. I'm gonna pull the cards because I feel like there's a lot of messages that want to come out. Also, originally I started recording this and I had to like stop for a minute just because I didn't have enough room in my camera. And I got the Two of Swords, so that might be significant to you. And maybe we'll pull it out again, but let's go ahead and do it again. Also, I'm sorry if I'm like that 10,000 feet away. But this is my probably most ideal setup in my friend's house. So this is where I'm going to be for the next 10 days. So I'll probably have like a good bit of videos coming out. But let's go ahead and start with the video, with your guys' reading. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I've already pre-shuffled the cards a lot. So get the Page of Pentacles. I feel like there's something that you guys were looking forward to that you're like questioning now. Like you're feeling a little like guarded or like held back from. Also, let's see. Outcome. Okay, so the outcome's going to be King of Cups. Let's see what's going down at the bottom of the deck. We have the Six of Pentacles. Cool. Let's go ahead and get started on that for now. Okay. Okay, so let's start. I'm surprised the dogs didn't bark. I need to not knock. Okay, so Six of Pentacles is where we're starting out, okay? And I feel like there's a obviously like this card can be all about like distributing like wealth to like two different directions. That could definitely be a thing for you guys. I feel like you're investing, whether or not this is money or like whatever you find to be abundance, whether or not it's like your energy. I feel like this for some of you guys it is. And like, so you could be investing your energy in two different directions, okay? Or you feel like your energy is like being, you feel like you're like being like, somehow you're being like, there's a draining kind of energy with it. We'll keep it here for a minute and we'll go back to it as we need to. Well, that's what I'm getting from it right now. For some of you guys, it is a Six of Pentacles. Like you could be just like distributing wealth into two different directions. But I do feel like we did originally get the Two of Swords. And so it's like, I feel like that, and that also just gave me like an immediate, like a kind of like a stuck energy. So this might also be something to think about as well, is like feeling like a stuck energy with this specific spread, essentially, because it's like this man, he is dispersing money to two different people, right? Or he's dispersing anything that could be considered abundance to anyone, right? That's just up to you how it resonates with you. You know, like Bill Gates distributing money isn't really a big deal because he's not really losing anything out of it. So take it however it resonates, for example. So there is that. And then we're going to go back to it, like I said. In the center, in the heart of the reading, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So younger earth sign could be, or it's just like having a new idea or situation where you're kind of, and I was also where you're kind of wanting to like put energy elsewhere, or what's weird about it though is that like there may have been like a plan. I'm hearing like a plan, like this was the plan, but like now the plan, because you have the Nine of Wands, and it's something that there's like some financial energy that's been put into it as well. But now with the Nine of Wands, and they're also like looking away from each other. The plan is something that is not, someone's not sure of it. I feel like this has also been a thing where it's like there may or may not be something held over you guys' head in regards to like financial or some sort of a stability where something's being held over your head. And even if like it doesn't always look or feel that way, it's how you feel that like there's always like some suspicion around whether or not that stability is actually going to stick or be there. It is, see with this card here, they're not looking at each other, they're looking away. It's like, you try to stick to a course, right? And it's like you're driving on like a muddy road and then like the car keeps shifting to one direction and you just like can't quite keep forward. To be able to go in the direction that you need to go in order to hit A to B, right? You're going A to like veering off the side of the road and like, I know that B is over here, let's get back on track. And then it's like, it's almost like your alignment is off. And I just heard spiritual alignment. You might be feeling like your spiritual alignment is being pulled in a direction that isn't the most favorable for you. And then also, this is super heavy energy. Another thing I'm going to say straight away is that your like throat chakra, if you can do some meditating on your throat chakra, and just like work on that, like even like on the YouTube, there's guided meditations where they'll actually like guide you through on like how to work on that, because I've noticed ever since I started your reading, I've been like clearing my throat a lot. There's been a lot of like breathing's been weird. Even I feel like the heart chakra, and Libra got this also actually, but it's like more intense on your guys' reading where like I feel like my heart is heavy and I can't speak my truth. And so heart chakra and throat chakra, work on that in the month of November, like straight away, like as soon as you can. Because the sooner that you nip it in the bud for November, the sooner it's going to help you probably fix that alignment. So that you can work harder toward it. Even if your B, say your A to B is going to change, right? So that like your A to B is going to shift and this situation might veer in a different direction. That's okay. But I feel like your B might change, but you're still going to be able to forward, you know, go that direction. I'm sorry, guys, like, but I do feel like there's something that needs to be said or spoken up about. And there might be fear of saying it as well, because my heart, I feel like anxiety a little bit. And then there also might be with the scales here, like, because I was just talking about alignment and things seeming like uneven, you get what I'm saying? But like there's like a strange disbursement of something where it's not quite actually going the way that you would have hoped for whatever reason. And then, okay, so in the recent past, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This could be an earth sign person, Virgo, Capricorn, or who's our other earth sign? Taurus. I always forget about Taurus. And these are so far away. I'm sorry, guys. But so it's like, okay, well, okay. So we're it's a couple things that I'm getting. You guys have got a lot going on. So for example, with the Queen of Pentacles, there could have been like something, again, because it's Pentacles, I have to mention the financial aspect of it or the abundant aspect of it, where there could have been this chair is like so awkward. There could have been a situation where it's like, almost like how this page is looking. I'm so sorry if you guys can't see it. How he's looking at this pentacle as if it's like this like wish, this dream, this hope. He's just like, oh, I can't wait to have this thing. I'm so excited that I have this thing. This thing is on its way. She's looking at this pentacle similarly, right? If you can see her, I'm so sorry if you can't, but this is where I'm at for now. It's like there was something that was growing, or that there was like a building of a process of something, and in that I feel like there's a little bit of an upheaval of that. I also feel in this specific layout that there is a little bit of loss, and I'm going to pull a follow-up card with the Morgan Greer. Because I do feel like there's like something that is missing, something that was lost, you know, like something that was like, something that was looked forward to, and something that was like, that might not be any longer, okay? So I'm going to pull a Morgan Greer really quick. Show me a follow-up, please, for the Queen of Pentacles. And usually, like, the Queen of Pentacles, I feel is like a good thing. But what I'm getting energetically with this reading is not so much. So let me know in the comments how it resonates. Oh my God, I can't talk. How it resonates with you guys. I'm getting a lot of messages, and it's hard to, like, sometimes, if you guys read tarot intuitively, when you read tarot intuitively, you get so many messages that come in, especially when you do it for a lot of people, like on YouTube, because I'm obviously like a vessel, and so the cards, and so it's like there's a lot of messages that come in and things, and you're just like talking in a loud room, it feels like, but it's in your head. It makes me feel not crazy for any reason, because like I understand it, and it only happens when I'm reading cards, so like it's fine. But there's like so much that's going on with your guys' reading that there's a lot of messages that are coming in. So I'll get to those shortly. Please show me the Queen of Pentacles, why we have that here in the recent past. I feel like, okay, I'm just going to pull a card and we'll go from there. Guess who just came out? The Two of Swords. Like I said earlier, she popped out of the cards that I pulled for you guys. I just pulled a few and then I had to re-record it. So she's here again. And it was funny because she popped out of the, like I was shuffling and she popped out of it, right? So here she is again, okay, as a follow-up to this Queen. I do feel like there's a part of you guys. So intuition is a big thing for November. Also, if you guys hear snoring, there's a little pit bull that's like 12 years old that's sleeping right here. So that's why. And then she snores like so much louder than my dog. My dog is little and she's over there. But with the Two of Swords, like there's this feeling of use your intuition, because we have the moon here. Of course, water all behind her is all about emotion. Over an emotional situation, I have ADD, so the snoring might actually bother me and I don't want to wake her. Sarah. She's an angel. I wish I could show you guys. She's like curled up. She looks like a little like seahorse. So there's an emotional situation that you have to trust your instinct about. I do feel like this could have been, this could have started to happen over the loss of something that would have brought abundance to your life, whether that be money, whether that be a job, whether it be like a child. Like I do feel when I look at this card, usually when I pull this card, if you look, I'm so sorry, the light is so bright. See how she's like looking at that pentacle? Every time I look at this pentacle, a lot of people say that the Empress is all about fertility, but this card also strikes me with the fertility, okay? Because do you see her face and she's looking down in it? So, but I do feel like there's like, I'm feeling a sadness with it, which doesn't always happen. It's in the recent past, and then I have these cards here. So it's giving me this like aspect of something that is like, is no longer, or is, there's some disappointment around it, okay? And like probably a good bit of sadness. But I don't ever see this as a sad card, okay? That's why I pulled a follow-up card, and that's why we got the Two of Swords here. Now, with the Two of Swords as well, you have to think about swords. So what are swords with tarot, right? Swords are air, right? They represent air signs. But they're also here for knowledge, intuition, things of that nature, right? And with her holding those in front of her like this, and she has a blindfold on, there's something that you're not seeing, but the thing is this. I feel like it's not that you like are not seeing it. I feel like it's something that either you have been blinded to in the past that you are now realizing, or you're like trying to stay blind to it because she is the only one in this card. So she's the only one who can take the blindfold off, turn around, look at the water, which is emotion, trust her gut, trust her intuition, and do what she needs to do in that regard. Okay, so so there is that. So that's kind of deep. So then let's go ahead, Sierra. She's the tiredest girl. I don't want to wake her. She's so snory. If you guys can't hear her, that's totally cool, but I get distracted. I just was like, hope that she'd like wake up and then be like, oh, I'm snoring, and then just like not snore. But it's okay. She can snore. It's her house. Okay, so let's pull an oracle card in that recent past, just because I feel like we need to do that. Show me an oracle card, please, for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising for November. I just heard like something's just come to light. So I feel like there is something that will be or has been brought to light. Okay, completion. We've got here full moon. It could have happened around the full moon situation or some realization. This is so bright, guys, and I'm so sorry about it. I've got like lights up here and everything, so I'll sort it out, but it says completion there. Oh, I can't really tell. I'm sorry, guys. But with this card, it's just like, I feel like it's bringing forth the ending of some kind of cycle. It doesn't matter what that is. Just take it however it resonates with you, because there are so many different people. And so it just depends on your situation. Now, on your mind, we do have the Four of Cups. And I feel like it's 100 miles away. But with the Four of Cups, like, I feel like on your mind, like, somebody's offering something having to do with emotions, like an emotional situation. They're like, here's this cup. You might even feel like, I feel like you might be feeling pestered. I hate that word. But because I live in Utah and I feel like everybody uses it. Like all the Mormons use it. No offense if you're Mormon, but it's just like there's like a certain amount of words that like people use here. And that's one of them that are used pretty often. So, but I feel like you are, it's almost like a pestering energy. Like someone's like tapping your shoulder. Hey, here's this cup of love. Hey. I feel like also some of you guys, like somebody might be trying to be intimate with you and you're not into it. Like right now, like for whatever reason, you're just like, I don't want this right now. And you keep trying to do this. And I'm just like, I'm not into it for whatever reason. Right. Or you just kind of want to be in your own energy and like, you're just kind of like needing to like, I feel like for some of you guys, like you're healing over some stuff as well. And so when you're healing and then you have like somebody, and it may have been the person who like put you in a space where you feel like you need to heal, when they're like touching you and like, you know, like bugging you, like it's just kind of annoying to feel like you're like, you can't really be in your own skin. And that's interesting way to put it, but that's like what I'm getting. Show me a follow-up, please, for the Four of Cups. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune. So there will be forward movement in this regard, and I'm not exactly sure how that will go. I do feel like whatever that is, certainly work on your throat chakra, guys. Like, I have never cleared my throat this much in my life. The more I drink, the more interesting this reading's gonna get. I'm just kidding. This is literally like the second drink I've had. But there's a forward movement in this. It's a Wheel of Fortune, and like honestly, I don't ever see the Wheel of Fortune as like a bad card. So I feel like wherever you're going with the situation, I keep getting these words, don't give up. And I also got that in the Libra reading. So you might be dealing with Libra or somebody with Libra in their chart. Because I keep hearing like don't, like just like don't give up. And whether it's, I'm hearing more of it like don't give up on yourself, like on what it is, on your plan, on what it is that you're doing. So let's pull one more follow-up for what's going on with this Wheel of Fortune for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising for Aquarius. Okay, so we got the Six of Cups. Could be Cancer energy. Could also be like someone coming in to like have like for like with a helping hand. Or it could be somebody like you might come around to something as well. Like maybe like there's going to be a time where like you'll need some healing and something might come around. Or you might just be like moving on to something better. Like maybe you'll just like this situation will die off. And the door will open, and this kind of happened for Libra as well, where the Wheel of Fortune came in. I didn't get the Six of Cups, but the Wheel of Fortune came in. It was like, okay, well, as soon as like one chapter kind of like sorts itself out, the next chapter will immediately like a whirlwind take you in another direction. But whatever that is, these two cards together, I don't ever see them as something negative. So we're going to keep it as a positive. But I do feel like somebody's like, ugh, like bothering you. You're just like, ugh, knock it the fuck off. Like, stop. It's like you're very, like, another word that I don't like, irritated by a situation or person. Like an offer even. I do feel like a lot of time I'm getting a lot of offers of like, not the like, I feel bad saying like an offer of sex, but like if it's in like, it could be, it doesn't have to be like a random stranger. It could be like a partner or a friend or whatever. Like somebody's like pestering you. Like, well, this reading is going to be called All the Words That I Dislike. Okay. So show me a oracle follow-up, please. I'm not going to do an oracle on every card, but this one I feel like I need it. Just because I'm getting conflicting messages to a degree. So instinct, we got the wolf card. Sorry, you cannot see anything. Hopefully you can see it here. I probably don't even like need this ring light, but it's here. So with this card, as the follow-up to these ones here, I do feel like, sorry, okay. I do feel like use your intuition. Your intuition is going to be really important in the month of November, okay? For sorting out what it is that you need to do. And you have to do it all on your own, because this is the wolf card. See how the wolf is on its own? Okay, you might be like out, you know, you might feel like you're out on your own. Like maybe go out in the middle of nowhere. You could be out in the middle of nowhere on your own, right? So it's because the wolf is just out there. If you have to go, like go on a drive, clear your head and do whatever you need to do. Like I feel like whatever it is, like whatever it is that you need to do that's going to get you this Wheel of Fortune energy, because I was just going to say that's going to push you forward. And then I just realized that you have the Wheel of Fortune right here. To get this wheel in motion and get the Six of Cups going, you need to take the time on your own to like be able, because I feel like, okay, some of you guys might not be able, the way that I feel like I'm saying this weird, you might not be able to trust your instinct. which is a weird way to put it, right? But I feel like the reason for that is because whatever this cup is that's coming in might be coming in and like overshadowing your instinct, where you know what it is that you need for yourself. Okay, hang on, let me try to get this wolf card. You know what it is that you need for yourself to get you this Wheel of Fortune and move yourself forward in a direction that's going to serve you best. Okay, but it's hard to do that when, again, not my favorite word, somebody's pestering you and offering you this cup. Because what I'm seeing is with this cup, I keep seeing something's offered to you over and over and over and over. And you have to continuously like say no or defend yourself or like whatever it is. It's like clouding your like judgment in a way, or clouding your individuality so that you can make decisions for yourself and feel like happy about those decisions or content about those decisions. And so there's this, and this is what's going on in the mind. So like no wonder I'm getting a lot of messages, right? Because that's literally what you're thinking. So, okay. So that's that. Now we're going to move on to, you guys, this is a lot. Work on your throat chakra and your heart chakra. Work on it. Because like, I can't speak. I'm clearing my throat. My like chest is tight. I have to breathe deeper just to be able to like do anything. So like it is a lot to deal with for you guys, because this is your energy I have, right? And so then what is going on beneath the surface is the Knight of Pentacles, okay? There is going to be an offer coming in. It's a slow moving offer. The horse's feet aren't even off the ground. They haven't even lifted up yet. This guy's taking a sweet ass time. And this might be something that like below the surface, like you're waiting on. I feel like for some of you guys, I feel like you're waiting on somebody to come in with this offer. Others of you guys though, I feel like you're wanting to make an offer. And I don't know that it's like, I don't feel like it's like really like romantic or anything. It might be financial. Like maybe you're like wanting to roommate with somebody. Maybe you're wanting to like move somewhere. Like, but there's an offer, and it also could be in regards to like where you're currently living. But it's like, I do feel like for a good bit of you guys though, it is like something that you've been waiting on to come in before you can actually like do something. Like you're like kind of feeling stuck in a situation because like you're waiting on something, and this horse is not even lifting its legs. So like it's going to be a while. It is on its way, but it is going to be a minute. Let's do a clarifying card, please, for the Knight of Pentacles. This is the Witch's Tarot I'm pulling for, or from. Please, for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising for November. Show me a card. You got the Lovers. It popped out in reverse. I don't typically read reversals, so I did put it upright because I do feel like this is a weird situation down here. There is, there's a very, it's almost, I will be surprised if we don't get the Hanged Man at any point, because I feel like there's a want to move forward in something. But I do feel like there's a completion and there's a needing to be on your own to make a decision so that you can move forward. So it doesn't mean, like, you know, for some of you guys, you, and this also is Gemini energy, the Lovers card is. But when I pulled it out, originally it was in reverse. Okay. And don't mind that. I better cover that up. Okay. Sorry, this is my friend Chris, or a acquaintance of mine that does these cards, the witches. So I feel like, and the reason why I'm like, so it's bizarre because I'm like, it came out up in reverse. Okay, let's cover that up. And then I instinctively was like, oh, I'm gonna put it upright. I don't usually read cards in reverse in general anyway. So the reason that I'm mentioning this is because I feel like there's a very back and forth, or there will be a very in your gut, a very back and forth kind of energy about where you're going with the situation. And I do feel, I just heard you're holding yourself back. I'm just going to say it because if we hold it in reverse, it's not really the best, you know, in reverse. It's like something when I, as a reader, that if the lovers are in reverse, something is not balanced, right? And if it is an upright, then it is, right? And things are on its way. It would be like love is on its way, right? Like something, you know, having to do with that. It doesn't always have to be love, but something like that is on its way for you. In reverse, especially with this card, because this guy's slow, and he's an earth sign person. It doesn't always have to be an earth sign, but just in case. In case you're dealing with an earth sign person, I want to make sure that I'm not dismissing it. But in upright, you know, it's great. But in reverse, I just feel like it's very wishy-washy kind of a situation where it's like, am I going? Am I not going? Are we doing this? Are we not doing this? What are we doing? And it's like one day is different than the next day, then the next day, the next day. And it's a very unstable, I'm surprised this isn't in reverse. It's a very unstable kind of feeling. And it's like, are we going? Because this card is, the horse can't lift its legs until somebody moves their ass, right? So I'm going to keep it like that. I'm taking the Lover's card in this specific reading as either way, however it resonates with you, okay? But I do take it as like a very wishy-washy kind of feeling, especially with the horse here and its legs not even off the ground, okay? So that's what's going on internally. That might even be you and your energy. Like maybe you're like, okay, I will, okay, I won't, okay, I know. So, Alexa, no. Alexa's trying to talk to me. Alexa is trying to chime in. So there's that. Now, as far as how you are feeling is the Moon card, okay? Piscean energy doesn't have to be. For some people, it's Cancer energy. I see it as just like either way is fine. But we do have a lunar eclipse that's coming up. I believe it's on November 9th. Whenever I see this Moon card, or this, oh God, I'm so annoyed that this, I'm annoyed with this glare, guys. So whenever I see this Moon card, we see, it looks to me like there's a sun there, but also there's a moon, like a little crescent moon living there. It does remind me a lot of eclipses and things like that. So you could be like eclipsing something out. Again, we have this completion card with a full moon. I wish you could see the word completions right there. But I do feel like there's a lot of like going inside of yourself and taking the time that you need to be on your own, if you can get there. I feel like some of you guys can't be alone. Like you don't feel like you can ever be alone, which isn't great for Aquarians because like Aquarians like they need to have time to like be able to think. And if they can't, then it doesn't make things very, hi Sarah. It makes things a little bit harder to like collect your thoughts because like you are an air sign and air in general. I feel like I'm an Aquarian moon with a Libra rising, so I'm sandwiched by air so yeah. But if you don't have time to be on your own, like this wolf card here, and make a decision, it would help if I didn't bite my nails and I could actually grab cards. If you don't have time to like be on your own, then it's hard for you to like make decisions. Like it's hard for you to make decisions sometimes when you are constantly feeling like you are having to be around someone, whether that's around your family, your friends, your partner, whatever that circumstance might be. If you can take time to go out, and I know it's going to be cold as shit unless you like live in like Bahamas or somewhere, so just go out on your own, even if you're just like in your car, and just like go out on your own somewhere and just like look up at the moon, maybe like take out a piece of paper, write down a bunch of things that you want and a bunch of things that you release, which I tell people to do that quite a bit on this channel with a lot of readings that I do for people. But I do feel like in this specific situation, like driving up somewhere, whether like you drive like to the mountains, like obviously if it's snowing, don't like be safe. Just go wherever you can to be alone and be safe, where you can be at peace and be in your thoughts and think through things and just kind of like process. You know, you need to process a lot of things, I feel, in this deck anyway. Not in this deck, in this spread, sorry. So so there's that. I'm getting like a lot of that. I also am getting the 27th, 27 in general, like the number 27 is coming in. I'll do some channeled stuff when I'm done with this reading. We're already at 35 minutes, so let's go ahead. I'll do, let's just see what else I can have come in. I don't think we need an oracle card for this. I think you guys got this pretty tight. So in the position to, like, of how people see you is going to be the Page of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of communication, like maybe even possibly cutting something out. But there's like swift communication. Like I do feel like there's a lot of like, I'm hearing bite your tongue. I feel like some of you guys might be like not going off the handle, but like you're quick to communicate your feelings about something, or how your thoughts about something, more even so than your feelings. I feel like it's more like, this is my thought, this is my thought, this is my thought. There's a lot of reactive communication, but I feel like that's because you haven't had a lot of chance to take in on your own. And so once someone feels suffocated, it's hard for them to breathe, obviously. And so when they feel that way, and someone's like, say that somebody's sitting on you. Have you ever had to like sit on you, like your sibling or somebody, and be like, hey, yeah, I'm just gonna sit on you until I feel like getting off of you. Like, I don't know, my siblings used to do that to me too. Like, not to, if this has not happened to you, then it's not happened to you, but I feel like most kids have, where like somebody sits on you, or like even like tickle you so much, and you're just like, get off of me. And it just makes you feel like you're going crazy. And you're like, I need you to leave me the fuck alone for like just a second. Like, get off me. Let me catch my breath. Let me like chill. And if you don't get that and you feel suffocated, then you're going to be quick to communicate. And you're going to be quick to say what you are like thinking, especially as an air sign. Whereas feelings come later on. Like you have to process what you're feeling before you can communicate that. If somebody's like bugging the shit out of you, then you're just gonna be like, hey, you're pissing me off. Like if somebody was on top of you and like had their arms on your arms and they were on you, like straddling you and like tickling you or just holding you down for whatever reason, and you're like, get off me, get off me, get off me. And then finally you're gonna snap eventually if they don't get off of you. You're like, I fucking hate you. Get the fuck off me. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, that kind of energy is going to get triggered because you don't have the time that you need to go within yourself and to take the space that you need in order to process your own shit. Like, how are you supposed to know how you feel if you can't even be alone to feel that way? And so that's what's going on there. And then I do feel like it's a positive reading, but I feel like there's a lot of sorting shit out. And you're just kind of sick of it. Like I'm just hearing like I'm really kind of getting sick of it. And then in the position of your hopes and fears, we do have the Fool. You guys just want to be free, man. Like Virgo energy. Okay. So it could be a Virgo that's coming in for like 1% of you guys. But I feel like for a good bit of you guys, you just want to have space and time and like fresh air and the sun on your face and shoulders and like outside and just like being, the dogs are like perking up like, what, outside? But you know, like you just want to be able to just be whimsical flower in your hand, full card on a whole new journey with the 0, right? So let's pull a oracle and then we'll do just the outcome card, and then I'll just see what I can find as far as what it comes in from any kind of messages I might get that I've been holding back this whole time. Sometimes if I hold them back, they go away, but show me what's going down with the Fool. And also they just come out when I read the cards, so it's fine. What's going down with the Fool and the hopes and fears for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising? You just want to be free. Like, I feel like I am hearing that stuff. Y'all. We got the volcano card. Volatility. So you guys might be remember how this card was here? Hopefully I'm not like fucking with the audio a ton on this. Sorry, I just realized that this microphone's in a weird place. There's gonna be maybe an explosive conversation. You might actually want it, I'm getting, because this came out to the follow-up to the Fool card, which is an explosive. Oh my god. Okay, so I don't listen to like Billy Joel like ever. But I'm hearing we didn't start the fire. It was always burning. So don't go Lisa Left Eye Lopezing anything, setting anything on fire. But like, see how he's just like walking away. This shit's just like blown up, and you're just like, well, see you later. My own journey. See ya. I'm on a new path now. There's just like this big ass out volcano behind him. He's like doesn't even give a shit. He's like, whatever. Fuck around and find out, I guess. But like that's the energy I'm getting from that, and that's in your hopes and fears. That's like an interesting place for that to be. We're gonna leave that there, so let me know how that resonates. Your outcome card though is gonna be the King of Cups. So water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or I feel like this for some of it can be you guys. If you guys are looking for a completion here, if you're looking for that completion card, if you're looking for peace, a new journey, things like that, I do feel like whatever happens in this situation is going to place you in a space, and I do feel like it is going to be like around the 27th of November. Some of you guys might be going home, like to a different home, like you might be going to see family or something from like far away, and then you'll finally have the time that you need in order to like really be in your space. But that's gonna, whatever happens is, whatever path you guys end up on, when you work through all of this in November, I do feel like you are going to be the King of Cups energy. You could have a King of Cups coming in for like one person, you guys, but let's go ahead and do a follow-up, please. I just got the Wish card and the Page of Pentacles right here. Okay, right before I look down at him. So that's a new, here's that page. Here's that offer. But it's coming in a way with a Wish fulfillment card, okay? And that was a follow-up to the King of Cups. I just saw it, so I thought I'd call it out. But let's go ahead and pull an actual card. So I feel like when you decide something needs to change, a decision needs to be made. And when that decision is made, I do feel like if you don't get the chance to like go out on your own, that you could definitely cause this volcanic eruption because you're just like can't do it anymore. So like there's something that's just like you're getting overwhelmed with something where it's just like you feel so suffocated that you explode. But let's see what's going on with the King of Cups. Please show me a follow-up for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. And then the Lovers come out upright. Okay. There's the Lovers upright. Hopefully, yeah, I don't see anything on this card that's going to cause a rift. So there's that. And then let's pull an Oracle card. Sorry, your guys' reading is a little bit longer than I wanted to keep them at 30 minutes, but I also want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the information that you need. So Show me why we have the Lovers and the King of Cups for the outcome for Aquarius. Some of you guys might sort it out and be like better than ever. But some of you guys, shit's going down. Wake up call, tsunami. So, show me one more card, please. Because there's like a really, you might have like a, if you're already in a relationship, you might have like a surprise like moment. Activation, yeah. I pulled this follow-up card because I wanted to be sure. So wind card, activation, I'm not sure if you can read it. And then we've got tsunami, wake up call. The outcome is a King of Cups with a Lover's card. So you might, for some of you guys, especially if you're single or you're going, like, whatever the situation is, some of you guys might be like, which is weird because this energy doesn't speak to the outcome, which is why I pulled some different outcome cards, some follow-up cards, because we have the King of Cups and we have the Lovers and we have this like wake up call and we have activation. So it's like either you're going to, whatever's going to happen is going to boom, something's going to get fixed, push you guys in a direction that is going to like cause a whole new beginning, okay? And everything's going to be like back, like amazing. Or for some of you guys, you might end up like immediately falling in love with somebody else, and which might seem 100% unlikely because this energy here is just like, leave me the fuck alone. I want to be by myself. I'm tired of it. Leave me the fuck alone. You're suffocating me. I just can't. I cannot. I feel like for a lot of you guys, that's happening. But you know, because of these cards, I can't make it up. Like I would not want to make it up because I want to be honest in my readings. But here's the Lover's card. Here's the King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups followed. So that is the Lover's card. Okay, could it be a Gemini person or somebody that's Gemini in their chart or water in their chart? And then we got the wake up call, tsunami. What tsunamis do, right? And then wake up call, an awakening of something. Okay, and then activation, immediate start. Okay, so there's that. I wish I could give you guys a different outcome. I mean, you might love that outcome, but I just feel like this is just, you guys will get it. If it's meant for you, it'll resonate. But yeah, I mean, like you might even like love yourself for some of you guys. Be like, I'm just gonna fucking fall in love with myself. I'm gonna be with myself. I'm gonna fucking, you know, like, there's a lot's going on. Any channeled messages for Aquarian Sun, Moon, Rising, please? For November. Any channeled messages? My friend's got all this candy for Halloween. The 27th keeps coming out, or the number 27. Something to do with 27. Anything else? Something to do with roots. Maybe it has to do with like your family or something. Your roots, where you came from. Well, that's interesting. I'm hearing don't forget where you came from. Something might, because I feel like there's like, I keep hearing like something feels like it's holding you back. Anything else for Aquarius? So Rosanna, a random name. No offense if that's her name. I don't hear that name like ever. Anything else? Anything else for Aquarius? If I sit for too long, I just feel like I'm just sitting here. But I hear things, I'm getting messages, but like they're not always clear, you know? So, any other messages? I'm just hearing like hang in there, like hang in there, hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. I don't know if that means like stay in the situation that you're in and it'll all work out. That could be a direction. I'm also seeing a fork in the road. So I do feel like either direction is like either path that you take is going to be, you know, whatever you instinctively go toward is where you're supposed to be. But I do feel like, for a lot of you guys, like, if you are in situations, like, you might not be in them much longer. And I also feel like there's a lot of feeling stuck energy. Okay. For some reason, I'm getting the word grass. So that's interesting. I'm just seeing like lush grass everywhere. So random. Anything else? Something to do with like dragonflies too, which is so cold. Like, I don't know what that has to do with. I mean, if that stands out to you, then I also get so many like older people's names that come out in readings sometimes, but I'm getting Marjorie. Not sorry again if you have like that name. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just like I don't know anybody with that name. I haven't heard it for ages, so that's kind of where I'm at. But that's fine because I'm reading. I think I'm channeling messages. Anything else that's coming in? You got weird stuff. Like I got vanilla ice cream. I got a cone. Anything else for Aquarius? I'm hearing like also, is the grass greener on the other side? Is the grass greener on the other side? Or the grass isn't greener on the other side? Anything else? Ugh. So I'm also getting like stop, and then there's like a sentence, but I'm not getting the whole sentence. So there's that. It's like somebody's telling you something like stop, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Somebody's making excuses for themselves, and I think it's the other person. If you're dealing with somebody else, they're making excuses for yourself. Because you're hearing stop making excuses for yourself, but I don't think that it's you guys, because I'm hearing it in this weird way that like it's coming at you, you know? Okay, something to do with 32, like an age, like if you were 32 at some point when you were 32, or when you are 32, something happened or will happen in that time frame. Anything else for Aquarius? Anything else? Anything else for Aquarius? Sun and rising. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it there because I'm getting just like fade-ins of stuff, and so oof, somebody's mad. Somebody, and I feel like I immediately looked at this card. Sorry, and I'm trying to keep this a positive reading. It's not that it's negative. There's just a lot of movement that needs to happen. But I just heard screaming like, "You were never there for me!" Like somebody's pissed. It was like a woman's voice though, like very strong scream of that. And then I immediately looked at this volcano vitality card. Okay. Or like, you never supported me. Or something like that. Why can't you be supportive of me? I don't know. Anyway, guys, woo. That's a lot. I'm going to do your guys' mid-month soon. We'll see how the rest of this plays out. And I'm also going to do all signs. And so, yeah, check me out on TikTok if you're not already. And I will see you guys soon. I hope you have a great one. I'm sorry this is like kind of a heavy reading. But I feel like it's something that you guys needed to hear. And I feel like you guys are going to get through it. And yeah, so I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys have a good one. Bye, if I can reach it.